You're listening to the Family of Taygeta podcast, a message from Akatu. When I lived as Columbus.
Beloved friends of Earth, as infinite souls, you have visited Earth many times. Throughout your many waking dreams, there has been exploration into duality and the many lessons learned while playing roles with other souls. You have lived through hardships, loss and pain, as well as bliss and joy. You have always chosen stories that would allow a depth of understanding that the soul desires. One of these stories that I chose was the life of Christopher Columbus. There are many opinions about this life I created. I have chosen to communicate truth and allow you a better understanding. After all, it is really just me. I am Akatu, and I hope this brings clarity and love to your being. I arrived as an infant in Italy in 14 to 51 to experience humble beginnings. My parents barely had food to keep us alive, but somehow we made it. I desired a different life and left home as a boy that had a dream. I pursued travel on the seas and became acquainted with great adventure. This quest took over and nothing else mattered. I met and married in 1479 and had a son. I will speak truth that I also had a son with a lady that I fell hard for emotionally. I did get lost with my ego. This allowed a great lesson for me, and Elder Akai had much to say and teach upon my return to Taygeta. But we learn and understand others and their behavior as we journey on in life. I will admit that I lived large portions of my life with my direction misguided, but the result of many things that unfolded were never with my conscious intention. I wanted adventure and discovery, but never considered the choices others would make. Many prospered with the exchange of goods. I was never in favor of slavery, and yet the avatar I chose was blamed for this result. My actions were recorded by those who never knew me. These things would be detailed in accuracy in the moments you now perceive on Earth. I needed support as I was a poor young man. I spent many years asking and even begging for the King and Queen of Spain to donate ships and goods to sustain my travels to the West. I knew within that the Earth could be more prosperous. I knew instinctively that I could unite continents and thrive with all of the excess that would serve many. My heart was good, but I neglected to consider all ramifications. I never established slavery or harm to anyone. These were times where one group knew nothing of what others chose to do. I knew nothing except the excitement of new land and the possibilities of growth that would benefit all people. My 3 ships were magical to me. I was grateful for the voyages and contacts. The first trips were more scattered, but we learned to navigate the seas much better. We took animals, supplies, and seeds to allow growth and expansion. No land is owned on Earth, and yet even in those days, people claimed territories and named them as they desired. I followed this bad example and made declarations that were only in my mind. I felt gratitude and joy with each discovery and never knew of destructive actions by others. Circumstances beyond my knowledge or control led the European colonizations to take over many Native American civilizations. The slavery that occurred was appalling and painful to me when I learned of it. This was never my plan, and I was deeply angered. When I was told, I was also arrested and sent back to Spain. I never recovered and my health declined. I died in 1506 with a broken heart. I ask that you remember the soul of Christopher Columbus. I ask that you realize that this was me. I truly desired to gain understanding of many aspects of being. I chose adventure and accomplished this greatly while not considering the result of my actions on others. Let this message serve you well as you have choices now to make a difference for yourself and others. En iki mai ia. I love you so, Akatu.